On, go. Hey there, everybody. Your old pal Stevie Coyle here at Mighty Fine Guitars with a Friday noontime webcast. Happens mostly on Fridays and mostly at noon-ish. Thanks for tuning in. This is, let me, as usual, make sure things are happening here. Today, I've got one guitar to show you, as usual. This one is the Collings OM2H. OM body size. Style 2, it's got some fanciness to it. Herringbone, and it's a cutaway. So it's an OM2H-C. How about that? Sometimes those numbers make sense. Those numbers and letters make sense. And Collings, looks like it's happening. Great. All right. Come on in, everybody. I think we're happening. 3, 4 people. Come on. Enter and sign in, please. Seriously, do feel free to come in. David Hilliard and Jim Esposito, would you tell me if the sound is good? Sound like a guitar? Does it sound like me? Can you fix that? Oh. What a nice guitar. Collings. I have to say, I was a Collings man myself for many years. And the only reason I gave up my Collings was because the guitar came along, the precious, the one I had to have, and the one that had to have me, if I may be so bold. How's the sound, guys? Let me know. Sounds good here. Sounds just fine. This is wonderful. Best job in the world. People bring me these guitars to show you. And these Friday noontime webcasts, I should tell you, are disappearing from Facebook in a way they didn't used to. It used to be you could leave these leave these videos up forever, essentially. And now apparently Facebook is running out of room. They said, nope, you can have them up for a month and that's it. Then you got to do something else with them. So all of these videos have gone over to the YouTube channel, Stevie Coyle Music, all one term. Stevie Coyle Music over there on YouTube. They all end up there. Not live, of course. You know, there's something about a Collings guitar, and this one has it. Bright, but not sizzly bright. Great mid-range punch and a nice tight low end, if you'll pardon the expression. This is kind of classic OM, OM body size, kind of Martin specs. Collings's mission has been, in a sense, I think from the outset, I'm not sure they would characterize it this way, but I would, to out Martin. So they're using the Martin specs, OM body size, long scale. In fact, what is the scale on this? 25.4, might be 25.5. I'll find out in a second for you. The nut, even though on the website, the OM2H, I'm looking at the website specs here, the OM2H says it's 1 11/16 at the nut, but this is 1 3/4 for sure, for really reals. I don't know if that means this is a custom model, but if it's an OM, and if they're being Martinish, Martinesque, then that would be 1 3/4. I'm assuming too much. I'm talking about the width of the nut. That's 1 3/4 for sure. 25.5 inch scale. Long scale, which means one of the upshots, you should pardon the expression again, is of a long scale guitar is that you can tune down and do alternate down tunings with less sharpingness happening on the low string in particular as you move up the fingerboard, and less rattle. You can hit the guitar harder without the strings rattling on the fingerboard with long scale. The advantage of a short scale guitar, typically 24.9 if we're talking Martinesqueness, that's arguably better for folks that do a lot of bending. You can kind of bend strings. It's a little softer feel under the left hand as well, and a little easier to do bendiness in the that kind of thing. See, this one's long scale, a little tough to get that cranked up there. I'll hurt myself. I pulled it all out of tune. Good for me. Ooh, drop a little pencil in there in that nut slot. I love that feeling when it comes into tune and the wah 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 stops. Ugh. Screech. Hi, Bunny Barnes. Bunny, mercilessly tout your 1 o'clock here on the West Coast. Your 4. Is it the 4 for Friday? I never get it right. Folks, Bunny Barnes has got a great little webcast happening just like this one. Happening every Friday, nearly every Friday, when she's not gallivanting with the likes of Tommy Emmanuel. I'm so jealous. But she does a webcast at 4 o'clock her time. She's on the East Coast, or thereabouts, in the Eastern time zones. And I believe that's 1 o'clock here. So as soon as you get done here, jump on over to Bunny Barnes's page. And not only are you entertained by her lovely playing, she gives you the background and history on all these tunes that she plays. It's terrific. I love tuning in myself. That's a lovely guitar. Come and buy it. We're asking $47.50 for this one. Great guitar. And if you play the meedly notes up high here, I don't often find myself up here. Prone to nosebleeds. Lovely up there. Tinkly, warm, singy, very vocal sounding. I might have to learn some stuff up here. Maybe not right now in front of you. That. I wonder what I was playing. I'll have to go back and look at this video and see. That was kind of cool. Da, da. Da, 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 da. Yeah, a new tune popped out right there. I love it when that happens. Well, to continue, the specs on this are all available online, and I'll copy the specs over from the Collings website onto the listing for this very guitar, which will be going up pronto. And it's an OM body size, style 2, which means kind of fancy, not too fancy. Bound body, zipper style back seam. OM. Oh, here we go. Here's what Collings itself has to say about that. OM stands for orchestra model. but 80 years after this body shape was first designed, it has become the most popular 14-fret model, with fingerstyle guitar soloists who choose to play on steel strings. Why, yes. Yet flat pickers also find it appealing, and when the graceful cutaway is added, these OMs are often used by lead players who routinely explore all 20 frets, much as they would on an electric. Some people do. The compact shape makes the Collings OM equally easy to handle on stage or when sitting on the couch, and the relatively shallow body, barely over 4 inches deep, results in a balanced tone and immediate response. True fact, very lively guitar. It would do anything. It has not got a pickup in it, but it could easily. And you know, I always recommend the K&K. Rather non-intrusive, inexpensive, and then do all of your preamping and stuff outboard. I'm not a fan, I may have mentioned this once or twice before, that I'm not a fan of guitars that have the preamp and all the EQ and stuff right in the guitar. That unit that is taking up space and putting weight on your guitar, once you're set up, unless you do a lot of adjusting on stage, I'd just as soon have all of that stuff done, the EQing, the preamping, the notch filtering, all that stuff done outboard of the guitar, and just have the guitar with a simple setup and cheap, like the K&K Pure Mini. I have spoken. Hi, Steve Messenger. Isn't that a catchy little tune? Bunny, feel free. I wouldn't mind if we both worked on that together. It's that da, 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 kind of like that. I'm going to tune it and everything. Speaking of tuners, I have fallen out of love, I have to admit, with the Snarks. Snark used to be kind of what it was, and I had a ton of them in here. But I don't know if my ear has just gotten more picky or if the Snarks have done something different, but I find them too forgiving. They say you're in tune when you're really not. The little light up the middle light that says, yes, you're in tune, is too forgiving. Whereas the IntelliTouch here, I've got the Polytune, but the Monotune, or whatever the other one is called, is just as good. And I'm trying to take my own medicine here. I always suggest to people that you crank below the note and then tune up to it. The weather is changing very severely today. Yesterday we had temperatures I think it might have cracked 70. Today we're cracking 90. But this is bucolic Lafayette, California. That's kind of what you move here for, is dryness. I used to live in Marin County, which is lovely because there's lots of trees and hills. And when there's lots of trees and hills, there's lots of mold. And it was just getting to us, myself and my wife as well. That's going to be interesting, Bunny. Keep those all major, or you could kind of minor up some stuff there. The E minor here is a minor. We'll be right back with you, folks. Bunny and I are just having a moment here. But what about... That's kind of cool, too. Theme and variations. Yeah, I'll be working on it. Hello, everybody. Hi, Larry Pattis. Do you prefer the Unitune? Yeah. The Polytune does this cool parlor trick where it'll show you all the strings are out of tune all at once, but it's not particularly useful, I don't find. Who else we got here? Hey, Joe Diana. Good to see you. Yeah, Snarks. And sometimes they don't turn on. A problem. Matthew Magner, there you are. You and Jimmy Esposito as well? My gosh, I'm back at Santa Clara University in 1977. If memory serves. Andy Roth, what the? Nice to see you, Andy. Terrific. Dave Hood, very good. Excellent Friday. Back to you, sir. Sim Salabim. Alrighty. Well, I'll press on. Like I say, I'll have this listing up on the website real soon. But if you want to see more reviews like this, and who wouldn't, tune on in over on the YouTube channel, Stevie Coyle Music. And it's all them terms smashed all together. And that's where I do where all of these, that's the repository, if you'll pardon the expression, for all of these videos. I thought I said suppository there for a second. And this one at the moment is strung with extra light. I may do a review of this again, strung with regular light strings. It's lovely like this, and I do love a soft touch in the left hand. I'm playing extra lights these days myself, typically. But I'd like to hear this guitar roar a little bit more, so I'll probably do another review of this sometime soon. With heavier strings, slightly heavier strings, still not mediums or anything desperate like that. Manly strings, as Jorma Kaukonen says. Those of you that are Petaluma adjacent tonight in Northern California, I'll be playing at the Aquas Cafe. I think it's pronounced Aquas, A-Q-U-S. Something about my Catholic upbringing says that there should be another U in there in the Latin, Aquas, but perhaps not. They know better than I do. I'll be there from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Kitchen closes at 7, so get your orders in before 7 o'clock. And it's bring your folding money, because it's a tip jar show. Oh, and I've got some people. Timing is perfect. I've got some people at the door. I'll see you down the road, folks. Hang on, folks. I'll be right there. Yes, I am. I'll be right with you. Next week for you folks, right with these folks right now. Dee-be-dee-be-dee-be-dee.